I think for me, because I really wanted that job, I did my all. I gave it my all. And I felt like it was a powerhouse for me because the first few days, what I did, I was given a lot of money. My worst was one of the time somebody stole money from my till. The best day, of course, the days that you make so much money, of course, and without hustle. But the worst days are those when things come crumbling down.
Greetings everyone and welcome to episode 6 of the RL podcast. I'm your host, RL Odhiambo. It's another wonderful opportunity, another incredible moment to sit down and have a conversation that I believe will not only inspire you but change how you view the world. Today I'm joined by one special guest, Faith Wanjiru. We are going to learn about resilience, growth at the workplace, and get to learn about some challenges also in the business world. Faith, aka Imani. Karibu sana.
Asante.
I'm so glad you've taken an opportunity to join us.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, and also before we start the conversation, we have my book right here, Chasing Ayana. It's available at Amazon. You can get yourself a copy. Yeah, I think we can just dive into the conversation. Karibu sana.
Asante.
So, who is Imani?
Imani is a happy soul, peaceful. Though I didn't start that like that. It's been a lot. Yeah, but I believe through growth, resilience, and just, the take life has given me, it has made me who I am right now. Yeah, so Imani is a daughter, a mother, a friend, a colleague, a relative, and yeah.
Okay, that's nice. We can start with the obviously tutakuwa tunaongelea more about your work journey and the business, but it will be better tukianza na your background, so at least watu kujue maybe umezaliwa wapi, the schools you attended and your experiences in those schools.
Okay, I was born in a family of, how many children? We are 4 of us, girls.
Yeah.
Born of teachers. Both my parents were teachers. And I think from a very early age, I realized life has to become, because being the firstborn, you had to take the responsibilities. And I actually remember when my sister was born, my second-born sister, I remember that day vividly, because my dad had gone to take my mom to the hospital, and then I was there from school, and I was waiting outside the house, and it was very chilly. That was in Thika. That is where we were staying when we were very young. And I still remember I had to be there. I had to look for ways to survive.
How old were you?
I was around 5 years.
Oh.
Yeah. And, just the responsibilities of being a firstborn and just growing up very fast, because I had to take care of my siblings. Okay, it's not like we didn't have a house help or anything, but just, fundishing them, beating them. I know they'll hate me when they hear this. I had to discipline them, just make sure they're in line, and just being the responsible one. Because when maybe my sisters were not able to do stuff, or they were late to come to eat or something, I'm the one to be beaten. So I think I grew up very fast. And I became mature at a very early age. And I think maybe for me right now, when I think about it, yani ile utoto sikufanya then, I find myself doing it right now, because I feel like I grew up so fast. But it was really good. Yeah, our family was...
example moja ya utoto.
I love dancing. I love dancing, and I don't mind showing myself out there.
Okay.
Yeah, who I am at heart. I feel like it really makes me who I am. But initially I was very closed up. Okay. I was a very closed up child. Yeah, because of the family dynamics, my mom and dad separating and all that. So it made me really be affected. Yeah, but anyway, that story for another day.
Yeah.
But anyway, I feel like also it affected my work life because I became very serious. I was very serious, and just moving into a very early age, starting working at 21, like it brought me up like so fast. Yeah, but anyway, we are here. We are here. But I went to boarding school as well.
From primary?
Yes.
Okay.
At class 5.
How was it?
Okay, it was tough. I remember like we used to go to the river sometimes to fetch water. My worst experience was when we went to the river and my karai broke, and I had to go back to school without water. And it was a very, like for me, I feel like it was a very bad experience. But again, it made me become, because I was able to survive. And also even right now, I feel like I can survive in very hard situations. But all in all, it was a good school. It made me be able to be me, be able to speak out, to be able to just learn a lot. You're doing your stuff in terms of cleaning and all that. So it just was the best. But when I look back, hey, the experience was real. Yeah, it was real, yeah.
What about high school?
So high school was a bit chilled out. I went to a school called Mugori Girls, and I'm happy to report that we weren't bullied. Yeah,
that's nice.
So
that's
form ones were treated like babies. So I feel like it was a very like walkthrough, and it made me also settle down and able to do my studies. Yeah. So my 4 years in Mugori was the best.
Ukamaliza which year?
That would tell my age.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now,
A number of years.
Okay, but
a number of years ago.
Of course, umemaliza ukiwa 18.
Yes.
And then 3 years later, unaanza your job.
Yes.
Why so soon?
Okay, yeah, because I did a diploma in IT in JKUAT.
Yeah.
And when I did that diploma, I was looking for a job. Because you remember, we have 3 sisters that needed to go to school. So my mom was like, you do diploma, maybe you can get a job, which I did. And I got a job in the bank. And I think that was the best footing, because it made me also be able to start getting finances when I was very young. I was also able to do a lot of things in terms of, just supporting my mom with a lot of stuff. And yeah, but how it happened is the most interesting story.
Let's say it.
So me, I'm here thinking, okay, where do I get a job? And I remembered my mom's classmate was one of the biggest CEOs in the banking industry. And I realized, wow, probably I can get a job from him. So I called my mom, and my mom is like, let me give you his number. You can always ask. Yeah. I don't fear asking. So I called him, and he never used to pick up. So I realized, wait a minute, maybe I'm calling the wrong time. Yeah. So, I went on research mode, and I'm like, let me see, what time does he wake up? What time does he go to the office? So I did my research. I had to check out. Yeah. I had to check out from the internet. I had to check out from what information there is out there about him. And when I realized he wakes up very early, I was like, wow. Then I can call very early in the morning, because he used to go to the office by 5.
By 5.
Yeah, so I called at 6 that day. So when I called him, sorry?
Did he pick up?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
6 a.m. by the way.
So you know Siri, unafanya some background research.
Yes. By the way, actually background checks are very good on people that you're really interested in having a conversation with, because that opened my door to the career world. And when I called him, he said, okay, who are you? I introduced myself. He knows my mom. They went to school together. They did the there's that nini for teachers. After you've gone to school, you've done very well, then you're taken as a trainee teacher, kind of. I don't know what we call it. So they did it together, yes. So they did it together with my mom. Okay. So now he remembered my mom. He knows them. He knows our family and all that. So I told him I need a job. And then he's like, what have you done? Kamambia, I've gone to JKUAT. I did information technology. And then he's like, okay, come see me. I asked him, what time? He said, anytime. So when he said that, I was like, let me prepare, like right now. So I prepared. I was there by 8.
Oh, uliamua unaenda
Same day.
Any reason for that?
When I want something, I go for it.
Okay.
And hakuna kupostpone, but you may miss the opportunity. So I was like, let me do it today. And that he had already given me that appointment. I'm like, he's a very busy man.
Yeah.
So let me go for it.
Yeah.
So I went for it and I got the job the same day.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I got
in terms of preparation, unaweza tuambia how you prepared, maybe at a dress code, jizo hizo ni vitu zinasaidia at the workplace?
Yes. I was actually very prepared mentally, and I think mind is the most powerful weapon. When you're ready in the mind, you can be able to achieve everything and anything that you set your mind to. And I really was I just did like a simple outfit. Of course, that time we didn't have so much, so I just did like a simple but very official. So I did that outfit and I went.
Okay.
And when I went, I didn't know I'm going to get the job that day. But I went with my papers. I went ready.
You went prepared.
Yes.
What was on your mind?
I don't know what was in my mind, actually. I think I was just a child wanting to get out there and just experience my work life. But when I went there, that was the best thing like ever happened. Because when I got the job now the same day.
Okay. Unaweza tupeleka through the conversation that you had with him.
Oh, actually, it wasn't like a 5-minute conversation. Because I went to his office. And he said, come with me. So as we walked, he's like asking me, oh, what grade did you get? How is mom? Just a very informal conversation. And he was taking me to the HR's office.
Okay.
So when I went to the HR, he just said, I don't, and he called his name and he's like, I don't want any more interviews here. Yeah, this must be the last. So he just gave out my papers to the HR, and then he left. He said, oh, have a good one. He left. That was it. And it was very amazing. Nimebaki, just go wait at the boardroom. So I waited, and then I did my interview. But there's something very important that I felt that was so good. So they asked me, me, I come from Murang'a.
Yeah.
So that's my shag's place. So they asked me, you're giving an interview. Okay, not really an interview, you're giving a speech about the bank.
Yeah.
So, and the farmers are there, everybody's there, and they are saying, you tell them what the bank would do for them. And I remember the best thing that I did, I spoke in Kikuyu.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And they all laughed. I could see them laughing. And my Kikuyu was so bad then, but I really did it. And I think maybe that was the turning point for me, because I felt like, wow, when you're able to speak with the people around you at that language that they can understand, they then think they are offering you a job that you can do very well. And actually, I was posted to that branch.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was very good.
So your first job in Pata your day, which position?
It was a teller, a bank teller. So I was able to serve clients, receive money, and also, give out, money transactions.
From stories nimesikia, zinaweza kuwa not true, that bank tellers ndo ni kama donkeys kwa banks. Hao ndo wanafanya most of the work and hao ndo wanatoka late. Is it true? Could you share some of the experiences?
I think for me, because I really wanted that job, I did my all. I gave it my all. And I felt like it was a powerhouse for me. Because the first few days, what I did, I was given a lot of money to count. Just to learn how to count. Different styles. When you're holding in the money, when you're keeping the money down, because some of it is a lot. So when you see all that money, and then you're just from school, you're like, wow, yani money is like this. Yeah. So it was really good. Like, I feel like for me, I can't complain.
So first training ni kuhesabu pesa.
Nikafundishwa kuhesabu do. Nikaona mapesa mingi. I was very excited about it. And I did my very best. I never looked at the workload because I continued learning. And I didn't stay for long in that position. So I continued being promoted, and I grew up the ladder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. For how long were you a bank teller?
Around 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah,
okay.
Around 2 years.
Experience yako, do you have any worst day maybe you'll make mistake and then again you go to your best day?
Okay, those days were there. My worst was one of the time somebody stole money from my till. And okay, that time I think there was an issue of processes and procedures because they took the money from my box when it was in the vault.
How much?
It was around 30K. But I had been losing money kidogo, but that was the most.
Okay.
And when I lost that money, I remember I just was thinking, I need to quit. I can't do this, because I was finding myself, have I become careless or what's happening? And my previous branch, I never used to lose money. But now when I went to this new branch, I started losing money. And then I started wondering, is it like I'm becoming careless or something? But now, when I was just about to just think of what to do, because I was thinking, this is it. Another lady found me crying. And she was a cleaner. And I was crying in the washroom. And then she was asking me, what's wrong? And then I told her I lost some money. And then she's like, how much? I told her it's a lot. She said, oh, sorry. Then I didn't know she had seen the guy in the vault opening boxes. So she went directly to the branch manager and she told her, I didn't know. And Shiko, if you're watching this, thank you so much. She went and told the branch manager. And that is how my job was saved. Yeah.
So pesa ingepatikana ungeenda?
Kind of, because it was a bit of too many times.
Okay.
And maybe they were thinking, this girl apana. Of course you don't want to do a job with somebody who's careless or who's losing money, Yeah, so it hadn't come to that, but I was thinking probably it would have come to that.
Mwenye alikuwa anachukua the money kwa vault, was he doing it intentionally ama alikuwa tu mwizi ama ilikuwa tu lapses kwa procedures?
I think he took advantage of the lapses. Okay. Yeah, and that is how he started taking money from, I don't know whether he was taking from other people, but I think for me being vocal, I used to shout and say, hey, I've lost like 5K. Hey, my nini, unajua jioni mnaongea. Hey, my till is not balancing.
Hizo pesa zinakuwa recovered aje?
Wow, we have to report first of all and say that we have lost that money, and then it's like a procedure. Some of the times you'll have to pay. Yeah.
So unaweza kuwa unalipia tu pesa.
Yeah.
Mistakes yako.
Yeah.
Okay. What of some of your best days as
my
a bank
best
teller?
days was I met my best friend then. Up to today, she's still my best friend. Okay. That time she was 20, I was 21. So that is when we met. And I think when I met her and we started just talking, how is it? How is the experience? We help each other. Like we used to do reconciliations in the evening. So we do reconciliations and just, talk. I think that was my best. Yeah.
Nice. Then now, umesema you're promoted. Ilikuja after now 2 years.
Yes, ilikuwa kidogo promotion.
Okay.
Like unatoka bank teller, unaenda customer service, unaenda like account opening, hivyo.
This time your relationship with the colleagues iko aje, and maybe your bosses iko aje?
Iko sawa.
Hizi zinasaidia kwa promotion ama promotion ni purely your hard work?
Iko sawa, because I think people also want to work with people who are not only hardworking, but they have maybe a good heart, or they're not hating on other people. So I feel like I was that person who could help people out in case there's a challenge I want to sort out and see how can we be able to help. Like maybe somebody has lost money. I'm there to check their vouchers, all that. So the best one was when I was promoted like 3 times within a year.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it felt really good. The top of it was being a branch accountant, where I was able to deal with everything finances, all the reports, everything. Just making sure that we're making profit. I'm checking on the GLs, the ledger accounts, and just doing reports. Every day, every week, every month. Yeah.
Okay. But your background ilikuwa IT.
Yes.
But now sayuko accountant.
Actually,
did you learn along the way? How was it?
Yeah, actually, I never did anything with IT. Like, I feel like, yes, I went to school. I worked so hard doing the programming and just being in the bank. What I used to do maybe on the IT side, I used to be the person who people would call when they have an issue with their machine. So I was the IT representative in the branch. Then when the IT guys from head office want me to do something, like something done, maybe to restart a server or something, so now they'd call me and tell me, Faith, help in here. Or when they're coming to the branch, they'll tell me, be ready. On Saturday, we're coming to maybe like do a certain procedure. So now I'd be there with them. Yeah.
Okay. And of course, umeanza job while still young na umeanza kuan 21. Kuna any mistakes ulifanya na pesa umeana?
Yes. I never used to have any money before end of month. Like I used to spend all the money. Yeah, money is good. Hey, me, I used to spend it.
I was going to spend it on what?
Going out with my best friend, with other friends, buying myself stuff. Yeah, I love shoes, so I bought a good pair of them. And just spoiling my siblings, spoiling my cousins. Like I remember there's a time over Christmas, I had carried like 5K. So ni may break down into hundreds, 50s. Ati I'm ready to give people. Yani, yeah, so I think money mistakes started then. But I'm glad I did it because, when you're young, you want to spend. You want to, every little money that you get, you want to feel good about it. Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, then sasa, at what point ulisema sasa una quit, una into business?
Because I moved from that bank to another one and to another one. And then I wouldn't call it retrenched. It was an early retirement.
Oh.
Yeah, because the bank that I was then was closing down like 9 branches.
Okay.
So ours was among them, and we had to go because we didn't have a place to go to. We didn't have a replacement. Like even the other branches also were being reduced the number of people. So people had been told just ask for early retirement.
Okay.
So as we speak, I'm a retired banker. Yes.
Unafaa kuwa umepata pesa za pension na NSSF zote.
Yeah, we were given a good chunk of money, but NSSF money not yet because it has to come through that age.
Okay.
But I was given a substantial amount where now I decided after some time, let me do some business.
Okay, so from this money ndo uliamua kufanya na business?
I spent like almost half or all of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Trying to do this, trying to do the other, money getting lost.
Okay, so
through starting different ventures.
Let's assume kama ingekuwa nini hizi branches zinafungwa au ungeingia into business ama?
Okay, that's a hard one because I remember when we were told, this branch is being closed, we were given like 1 year. It wasn't like at immediately. So during this 1 year, we were given time to just plan ourselves. We were also taken through counseling, through money advice and all that. So
must be tough nini ukiambiwa like in 1 year's time utakuwa umelose job, but of course utakuwa na prepare, but inasumbua sana.
Sana.
How did you manage? Na pia your colleagues around you wali manage aje during this time? Kulikuwa na watu walikuwa wana resign sasa ama?
No, we waited. No one resigned. We waited because there's nothing wrong we had done. And when the bank is restructuring, there's nothing much you can do. But I think for me, the time they gave us just to, think, where do we want to do? What do we want to do after this? I think that time was good enough. I think for me, the only challenge and the biggest challenge that I have had was I had just taken my mortgage.
Okay.
And that it's always been a pain. Because you see, I wasn't planning to quit. I wasn't planning to go out there. I was taking my mortgage because I knew I'd pay before retirement. And when you're taking a mortgage, you're taking it maybe for a period of years. And I was so young, so I'd taken it for the maximum period of years. So I wondered, so what do I do? Okay, where do I move to? But I'd always wanted to do business. So I said, and I told God, if it's your will, let me do business right now. Let me be able to do something else, because I had worked for 15 years. And I felt like, hey, let me just do something else with my life. So, yeah.
So, remember this point, we should spend almost half of the money ulikuwa naye. Hiyo ndo time akili inafunguka ama...
akili ikafunguka. Nikafanya tu biashara, pesa ikipotea ni nini. But I did one major business for animal feeds. But through a support of family. So at least I was able to do the animal feeds business. And it really picked up. Because the last year when I was in the banking industry, my regional manager one day came to me, Faith, you're not supposed to be in the office. You're supposed to be out there. And she's the one who introduced me to the marketing side of life. So when I was leaving that bank, I was a very good marketer. I had realized, this is something I love doing. So now when I went to the business, I really marketed my business. Okay. It did so well. I was able to really make it. But now, of course, the downfall started coming.
What contributed to the downfalls?
Okay, number one, I was not able to collect debts. So I was giving people things on credit. And then there's a day I lost a lot of money through... there's this supplier who was supplying us with feeds, and they were coming from Uganda. So what usually happens is during that transit, sometimes the vehicle might break down or something. So hiyo mzigo ilika a week before ifike, and it was fermented. Okay, that product is called maize jam. So it was already fermented when it was getting out of Uganda. So by the time it was reaching here in Kenya, it was already bad. It was spoiled kabisa. It was black. Something that should be white was black. So through that, I lost so much money. Yeah. So through that and, just the stress of you waiting for this truck, ijafika, it was a bit of stress. Not a bit. It was a lot.
Paul.
Yeah, but anyway, I think the downfall now started coming in those areas. I don't have money to buy stock. I have lost money on spoiled goods.
At this time, ulikuwa na staff?
Yes, I had three.
3?
Yeah.
How tough or how easy is it to manage staff?
I think for me it was amazing. It was not hard because one of the staff was my sister. Okay. And she was really good at her work. So when I went to market, she's taking care of the business. And she was doing such a good job. The only challenge that would come in is probably when there's, people just not coming in to work. Somebody just decides, today I'm coming to work at 10. So I think now for me, that's the most difficult situation. Because I'm like, when you take a job, I wouldn't understand. Yeah, but otherwise, the stuff I had, now my sister and one other guy was so good. Okay. Yeah, so now the other guys used to help us with loading, offloading of mizigo and all that. Yeah.
Okay, so business was good.
Business was good until it went down.
The best day. The best day.
The best day, of course, the days that you make so much money, of course, and without hustle. But the worst days are those when things come crumbling down. Yeah.
Okay. Then, of course, at this time, you may test both work, employment, and then self-employment. So, my question is, mbona ulidecide tena kurudi into employment badala ya continue na self-employment? Gani ilikuwa easier ukicompare?
I think having worked in the corporate for quite some time, it was easier for me to just go back to the corporate because I found myself at a place where my business is not working. It's really down. And then I'm wondering, okay, what do I do? I don't have stock. I don't have maybe money to ask for supplies. Some of my money was also stuck with my suppliers. So I keep asking for that money or stock, and then it was so hard. So I think for me, the balance was, I've done this corporate thing for so long, I think it would just be better for me to go back. Yeah.
And then ukamua now going back to insurance. Yes. Why insurance and not banking? Do you want experience into experience in banking?
Okay, that's the opportunity that I got because somebody introduced me to Britam. Okay. And she's like, I know, Faith, you were able to do this. So she believed in me. And then I was like, let me give it a trial and see. And for sure, I think I wouldn't compare the two. I feel I belong here more than I belonged in the banking industry because I'm able to move. I'm able to go out there. In the banking, most of the time I was inside because most of my banking years I was at back office. But I feel like I'm an outside person. So insurance has given me that. And also now remember back then I was introduced to marketing. It's all about marketing for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
A very important question unaweza tusaidia. I think tumelelewa kwa culture yenye bado tulewe insurance and all we're thinking about ni insurance inakula pesa zetu. Maybe unaweza clarify more about insurance and importance of insuring something or yourself.
Insurance is very important, and insurance is for everybody because what insurance offers, everybody goes through that. What insurance will do, it will take the risk from the client and it's just like taking that burden away from you. Like for example, somebody has like the last month there were floods.
Yeah.
So you realize that there are people who lost their cars, there are people who lost their homes, they lost everything they had worked so hard for in terms of businesses. So what insurance will do, it will make the client go back to the same life they used to live without worry of where do I start from. Okay. Yeah. So we are able to pay, insurance pays for that person to be able to continue with their lives normally. Okay. And that is maybe what people don't understand. Because people are like, oh, insurance is expensive. No. Losing what you've worked hard for like 10 years plus is more expensive than just paying your premiums in insurance and just living your life freely. Okay. I also feel like when there's that understanding, then we're able to say, no, I'm going for this. Okay. And it involves everything in our lives in terms of our homes. Somebody has come to the home and has taken everything. Like these have just decided, you guys, we're taking this. If you had a domestic package, insurance will pay everything that was taken away. Okay. So that helps people, and people need to understand that insurance is here to help. And the best important part for me is that we are able to realize that insurance is coming to take that risk and just taking care of us. Okay. And I think that is why I wouldn't compare banking and insurance. I feel like here I'm more of helping people and making sure that people are living their lives to the fullest after they've already taken care of the insurance bit of life.
Okay.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, that is what it does. But we have so much about insurance. Like there's so many packages somebody can take, from taking care of our children, legacy keeping, taking care of their education, taking care of families in terms of medical insurance, motor vehicle insurance. If somebody has a business, we're able to take care of that business. In case staff wameamua, yani leo tunakumaliza, wamekuja wamekuibia, you're able to go back. Yeah. And I feel like now when my business was failing then, I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know. So it was a very important part for me when I now realized, this is what insurance can do. And now because I've also gone through that, I'm able to tell people, please, just insure. Yeah.
So with the knowledge you have now, ungekuwa nayo before time ulikuwa na your business, hainge crumble?
No.
Ungekuwa na insurance?
Yeah,
okay.
Because there's goods in transit.
Okay.
I could have insured my goods. I couldn't have lost a trailer full of goods.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Nice.
Some of the challenges unapatanga market insurance ni kama gani?
One will be like insurance is expensive. Other people will say, insurance will take money from me. The first part of insurance is expensive. I think I've really spoken about it. But insurance will take money from you. No, it doesn't work that way. Yes, we have to pay our premiums, but it is for a better good, because we don't know when the bad day is knocking. And when the bad day knocks, and somebody can even take an insurance yesterday, something bad happens today, insurance will pay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we forget that we don't know when that is coming, and we need to take care of that. And insurance also, if they're taking care of you, we must also be able to pay. So if we don't pay, like for example, if you've taken a motor vehicle insurance and it expires like a day before, and today there's an accident, you're not covered. So we have also to be very fast in paying our premiums and taking care of every day. Like if it expires, make sure you've already paid before.
Okay.
And also people saying, it's expensive. Also, there's this part of medical insurance. You realize there's so much that is happening right now. People are putting you on WhatsApp group and all that. But I feel like if we have that medical insurance, number one, you use your card. So you're not feeling well, people don't have to know. And even if they come visiting you, they're not coming to give you money. They're coming maybe to give you flowers or, just say hi to you and spend time with you in the hospital. So if we take care of that part, then we remove so much burden from the people around us, if we can afford it. Because I feel also like some of the people say, I don't have money even for paying my premiums. But if we can afford the medical covers, I would really say let's take those medical covers. Because it also covers us from embarrassment, from shame, from borrowing. It also gives us a peace of mind when even our children are not feeling well, and maybe we've left them back at home, we're at work, we'll just be like, niendeni hospitali, the card is there, nini. So you feel more comfortable when your child is having that cover. Okay. There's no that issue of you don't have money right now, but your child is able to be taken care of. Yeah.
Okay.
So there are those challenges also that we face from clients who are saying, why don't you give us this product? And we want this one. Like for me, I feel like being a financial advisor, which I am right now, if somebody tells me their problem, I should be able to diagnose it. Like the way we go to the hospital and tell the doctor, I have this problem. We don't tell them, usinipe dawa, ama usinidunge sindano, So some of the clients will say, no, me, I don't want this. But remember, they've already told us what problem they have, what solution they're looking at. So what need they have. So us, we're the ones to give them that solution that they need. Yeah. So sometimes it's neither here, like wanasema hey hapana, this one is no. So I feel like also that is a challenge, because I feel like maybe clients would give us that chance of telling them this is what solution we have for this kind of need. Yeah, so we experience that a lot as well.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for the insights you've shared. I've learned a lot, and I hope tutamit some other time tukiwa na time mingi. Leo ilikuwa a bit rushed. Maybe one final word to those watching. Maybe kama kuna mtu nataka kusalimia, kama kuna mtu nataka kupea advice, the chance is yours.
Okay, just a shout out to everybody out there. If you're watching this, just know that if you're looking for anything insurance, I'm here. And also just to say that it's happy to work where you work. Do the best that you can when you have that chance, and do the job that really fits you. Like for me, I feel like insurance has been the tick for me. So I feel like I'm doing well because I love it. So guys, do what you love doing and do it the best way that you can. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. This was episode 6 of the RL podcast. Until next time.